How's it going, YouTubers? Cornwolf here, back with the first tuning video for the BTC series that I did that little teaser video for about a month or so ago. I was hoping to get one out a little bit earlier, but it's not quite managed to happen. So this is the BMW 1 Series in A-Class. In the world of BTCC, it's actually the BMW 125i M Sport. Unfortunately, that's not in Forza at the moment. So we've gone with the 1 Series, the next best thing. So this obviously is the first tuning video. So this is the eBay Motors car. BTCC starts this weekend, so at least you've got a car to work on for now. There's a few bits that I've added to try and keep it as close to the touring cars as I can. So I hope you enjoy this tune, and we'll get to the parts and upgrades. So here we are at the upgrade shop, and as always we'll start with the conversion, engine swap. We just got the stock swap on there. Drivetrain, we've kept that as stock as well. So that's rear wheel drive. Aspiration conversion, and we've gone with the single turbo. Driveline, and we've got the street driveline. Differential, and we've got the race differential on there. Platform and handling. Brakes, and we've got the race brakes. Suspension, and we've got the race spring and dampeners on there. Front roll bars, we've got race front anti-roll bars, and the same on the rear. We've got the race roll bars on the rear, and we've got the full race chassis and roll cage. And weight reduction, we've got full weight reduction. So what I've done here, just to explain my methodology here, methodology is that I wanted to take as much weight out as I could. I also wanted to put the full roll cage in, just to kind of replicate that of a touring car. Obviously, most touring cars are a car you can, well, as far as I'm aware, every single one is a street car you can buy, which they then tune up and strip everything out of. So I've put the roll cage, full roll cage in there, just to replicate that of the of a touring car, because obviously it's standard, it's a legality for them to have full roll cage in there, and obviously they would strip all the weight out. So these are just two things that I definitely wanted in there, just to fully replicate that of a touring car. So just going to the engine here, air filter, I've got the sport intake, the fuel system, and we've got the race fuel system. Ignition, and we've got race ignition. Exhaust, and we've got the race exhaust. Camshaft, and we've got the full race camshaft. Valves, we've got full race valves. Displacement, we've got the race engine block. Intercooler is stock. Oil and cooling is stock, and the flywheel is also stock. So again, some cars, if you completely max them out, don't perform greatly. So although I could just slam everything into this car, I think it wouldn't quite reach the top of S-Class. So that's why I've left a few bits out, but I wanted to try and tune the car and put as much into the car as I could. So that's why a few bits I've left out, but I've tried to tune it up as much as I can. So tyres and rims. So the tyre compound is a race compound. The front tyre width is stock, and the rear tyre width is stock also. Rim style is stock, so that's locked out. I think I ran out of PI to be able to change that, so I left that as it was. Aero, so I've gone for the adjustable Forza front bumper. Rear wing, we've gone for the adjustable rear wing, which is the Forza one, the race wing. And the rear bumper, yeah, I just put the Haman on, just 'cause I think it looked a bit better. And I think it stripped a little bit of, I don't know, added a couple of pounds of weight, but yeah, I just like the look of it, so thought I'd put that on, why not? So if I just quickly get the figures up. So after all that, you should have rear wheel drive, speed of 7.3, handling of 5.5, acceleration of 9.0, launch of 8.6, and braking of 5.9. The power you should have is 612 HP, torque is 544, weight of 2,757, front is 51%, and the displacement is a 3.4 litre. I'll go through those benchmarking figures once we've done the tune, because obviously yours might be slightly different. So we'll go to the tune. Okay, so tyres, the front tyre width is 27 and the rear tyre width is also 27. Gearing, I think this is very close to stock, I believe. I can't remember off the top of my head. So we've got the final drive of 3.42, and just in case it's not as stock as it can be, I'll just rattle through them all as well. So the first gear is 2.89, second gear of 1.99, third gear of 1.49, fourth gear of 1.16, fifth gear of 0.94, and sixth gear of 0.78. Alignment, I've gone for negative 2.1 in the front and negative 2.1 in the rear. The toe is at 0.1 and minus 0.1, and the front cast angle is at 5.0. The anti-roll bars I've got set at 17.22 for the front, and the rear 17.26. What I found is that the weight of this car is pretty much in the middle. As you saw in the previous stats, it's at 51%, so there's not a massive difference. I did try doing it softer in the front or softer in the back, just to see how it handled, but it seemed to handle better with it being pretty much in the middle. So that's what we've run with. Springs, I've got the front springs at 49.0 and the rear springs at 285.2. I did find it handled a lot better with the power that's in the car to have a slightly softer rear springs, and that seemed to handle really well. Ride height, we've dropped it right down to the deck of 4.4 and 4.7 in the rear. Dampening, rebound stiffness, in the front we've got 9.1 and 10.1, and the bump stiffness we've got 4.1 and 5.1. Aero, we've maxed that out, so that's 100 in the front and 200 in the rear, just to help us around those corners. Braking, my preference is to have 53%, and this has got 110 brake pressure on there. And the differential I've got at 10% for the acceleration and 10% for the deceleration. So just a quick look on the stats before we wrap this one up. Acceleration 0 to 60 miles per hour is 3.708 seconds, and the 0 to 100 is 6.957. Top speed of 193.9 miles per hour. Braking distance at 60 miles an hour is 98.1, and at 100 miles an hour is 247.3. The lateral G's at 60 miles per hour is 1.28, and 120 miles an hour is 1.30. So I hope you enjoy this tune, guys. Take it out there, give it a go. Again, I'm not tuning or building these to be leaderboard cars. It's purely something to have a laugh with. I'm just in this series, it's just to replicate those of the touring cars, which starts from the time of filming this in about 2 weeks. So what I think I'm going to do is try and do one a week until I've gone through most of them. Might throw a few surprises in there as well. Obviously there's a few more cars since I did my intro to the touring cars series that I'm doing. So a few more of those has been announced. I know this car isn't the exact same model, but it's as near as we've got in the game, so that's why I've done this one. But there'll be a few other touring car surprises in here, and not just British touring cars either. I might do a few world ones. There are plenty of liveries out there. I was having a look the other day, especially with the Honda Civic. You can get the Honda, the blue and white one from the World Touring Cars, and a few others like that. So I might mix up the liveries a little bit. Do check out the liveries. There's quite a few on there. I've mainly just been searching for BTCC or WTCC, something like that. And there's quite a few good ones out there. Some better than others, but I can't knock any of the liveries out there because they're a damn sight better than what I've done, and I'm mainly concentrating on the tuning and not the painting. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please request your next touring cars, and what I might do, if quite a few of you are interested, I might, once I've done quite a few of the tunes, open it up if you want to do yours, and do a touring car challenge. So everyone in a lobby has to have a touring car, and with a touring car livery, so that could be quite good. If you're up for that, leave me a comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe and all those wonderful things.